So earlier this morning, there was a small report that came out of nowhere that Jake Gyllenhaal was in fact in talks to join the Spider-Man Homecoming sequel. And it largely went unnoticed up until some of the bigger websites started making their contacts, and they were able to confirm that in fact Jake Gyllenhaal is in talks with Marvel Studios, Disney, and of course Sony to star in Spider-Man 2 as Mysterio. Now, of course, this wouldn't be the first comic book role ever that Jake Gyllenhaal has circled, and hopefully he gets it because, as I've said before, I am a big fan of his. I think he's a great actor, and I think he could deliver some awesome stuff to whatever role he's given, specifically in the comic book genre. But also on top of that, I think he would be really great as Mysterio, considering that character's story and how it ties to Hollywood would, I think, be pretty awesome. And if you look at the Jake Gyllenhaal rumor and you start comparing it to some of the other ones, like the fact that Matt Damon was actually in talks to join as the villain, this kind of starts to paint that picture of what type of actor they were looking for, and definitely lends, I think, more credence to the fact that they are probably going with Mysterio. Now, this really gets me interesting from the fact that Mysterio is such a different villain when you really think about what he can do, or how visually different looking he can be. And it's a villain that's been around in Spider-Man since, you can really say, forever. I mean, he made his first appearance in issue number 13, all the way back in the early days of Spider-Man in '64. And if they use Spider-Man, imagine how much stuff they could do with just the amount of action you could see, but it's not actually happening, or destruction, or, you know, they can excuse some of the special effects and Spidey can call him out on it. And I think it would just be a visually different type of villain than we've ever had before. And of course the costume would, I think, be awesome. So overall, if this happens, I really can't wait.